welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison of paint strippers. Now in my last video that I posted, I completely swore off stripping paint. But I thought since I had recently done it, I would do a test trial to see which ones are the best. So today I am going to be using Jasco paint stripper. Also Citrus Strip, which I used in my last video, and then Clean Strip paint stripper. These are all what I have seen and heard, really good brands. So we're just gonna do a comparison today. I've got an old dresser that I've actually used for a couple of projects. So what we're gonna be stripping off this is primer, a couple coats of primer, and then 3 coats of an enamel paint. Now in my last video, I had used chalk paint, which wasn't super hard to do, but it was just very time consuming to get around the edges and things. So we're just gonna go off the top of this, I'm not gonna do the whole thing, and we're going to see which one is best. So a couple important things that before you are doing any paint stripping is protective wear. So I've read all the instructions for all 3 of these, and they all require chemical safe gloves, which I'll be using. Yes, I've used these a lot before, as you can see, and masks. But they also say online, I went and looked up for each of these what kind of mask to use, and these are not the masks that you should be using. So today I'm going to be using a filtered mask like this, and protective wear and gloves. That's really important, especially with even with the Citrus Strip. You also want to make sure that you are in a well ventilated area, which I am not now, but I will be because I'm going to open my garage when I do this, and then just film with my garage door open. You want it very well ventilated, and you really want to wear the mask and the eyes and the eyewear, protective eyewear, and just these are 2 of these are very strong chemicals, and then Citrus Strip is environment friendly, but even that says that you should have a better mask when you do it, which I did not know in my last video. So we're gonna do that, and then after this we'll compare, see which one's the best, and then I'm completely swearing off stripping paint. Okay, before we get started, for the instructions on these 2, the Jasco and the Clean Strip, when you apply those, you only have to wait 15 minutes, which is a plus if you're stripping paint, because Citrus Strip, right here, you have to wait 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply all 3, and I'm just using a sponge brush. The Citrus Strip I'm just gonna pour on, and then I'm using a tin for the other 2. And then we're gonna wait, I'll wait 15 minutes and start the process on stripping those, and then we'll wait while the Citrus Strip is still working. So we're going to go ahead and apply those. I'm gonna open my garage and I'll get a close-up shot so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, we are ready to start stripping the paint on the Vasco and the Quick Strip. So we're gonna go ahead and do that first. I'm gonna open my garage door, get some air in here, and then also one thing, I don't remember which one it said, but one of them said you need to scrape going in one direction. And so I'm gonna do that on both of them just because. Okay guys, so we're ready to take a look up close, and I only did one coat of these. I didn't go heavy on the edges, so if you see some paint that is still there, I mainly just did right in the middle to give you an idea. So here is the clean strip. And as you can see, with just one coat and waiting 15 minutes, it removed all from the middle. There's a couple of spots left, but did a really good job. And the second is citrus strip. And I would say there's a little bit of paint left, but surprisingly, it came off really well. Now with that one, you do have to wait 30 minutes. And this one is about $13 at Walmart. And then the clean strip is about $11 at Walmart. And then lastly is the Jasco, and I got this at Ace Hardware. And I actually think that this one did the best job. There's like no residue left right there, as you can see. And this one's a little more expensive. I think it was about $22. So I would say that one actually removed the most. Honestly, if I was going to do this entire dresser and this was a project of mine, I would probably go with citrus strip, just because less chemicals. I really don't like using the harsh chemicals. I don't like having them around, and it's environment friendly. And I am not getting sponsored for any of these, so this is just something I decided to do just to learn about it and to show you guys if some of you are thinking about it. I'm very new at this. I know almost nothing about stripping paint. I had a rude awakening in my last video of how long it takes. But that being said, I was just curious about the other ones out there and how they worked. So I would say the ones with the real chemicals, they do work better, but I would avoid chemicals myself. So as you can see though, they're all really close to stripping the paint off in just 15 minutes. Now, if this is a project, one thing that you can also do with a citrus strip is you can put it on overnight. So you apply it and then you wrap it with saran wrap and let it sit all night. And then you can scrape it all off, and I think that works really well, is what I've seen. So that being said, they're all pretty equal. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you learned something. I know I sure did. And now I will never strip paint again, hopefully. But seriously, thank you so much for watching. Hope this was informative. Make sure always that if you are going to do strip paint, that you have the proper gear, the mask and the gloves and everything, just because there's a lot of chemicals, can be dangerous. So thank you for watching my channel. I'm hoping to have another one next week, and just thank you for following me along. I appreciate all of you guys, and always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask or tell me.